They called him invisible. Asterisk, not because he wanted to be unseen, but because nobody ever really looked at him. Not in the hallways, not in the lunchroom, not even at home. Asterisk, but the kid they ignored. He's the one who changed everything. This is the story of Tyler Hayes Asterisk, the boy who built a dream from scraps and made the whole world listen. Tyler Hayes grew up in the forgotten part of town, not dangerous, just invisible. Asterisk. The houses there didn't have porches. Asterisk, just cracked steps and old screen doors that never shut right. Asterisk, his mom worked nights at a diner. Asterisk, his dad wasn't around. Tyler didn't talk much, didn't fight for attention, didn't cause trouble. He just watched at school. He sat in the back. Never raised his hand. Never got picked. Not for group projects. Not for gym. Not even for recess games. Asterisk, the teachers called him quiet. Asterisk, but the truth. Tyler had a storm inside. He just didn't know how to let it out yet. Asterisk, until one day, substitute teacher walked into his 8th grade classroom. "Miss Carter?" Asterisk, she wore big glasses, had a louder laugh than anyone else in the building, and she didn't just teach. She noticed Asterisk halfway through class. She stopped her lesson and looked at Tyler. "Asterisk, you draw?" she asked. The room went quiet. Tyler froze. Asterisk, no one had ever asked him that before. Asterisk, he didn't say anything, but she smiled anyway. "Come see me after school." That one sentence changed everything. Tyler stayed back. Nervous, quiet. Asterisk, he handed her his notebook, the one no one had ever seen, pages full of sketches. City skylines, superheroes, shoe designs. Ms. Carter flipped through them slowly. "These are incredible," she whispered. Tyler blinked. He had never heard that word attached to anything he did. Asterisk. She didn't stop there. She made calls, talked to the art department. Asterisk found him a scholarship to a weekend program at a design school. Downtown, Asterisk Tyler started going every Saturday. 2 buses, 3 hours total. Asterisk, just to spend 4 hours with pencils and paper. And people who believed in what he could create. He came alive. The invisible kid started being seen. Asterisk, not just for what he drew, but for who he was. He started entering contests, lost most of them, but kept going. Asterisk, eventually. He won one, then another, then a big one. Asterisk, by the time he finished high school. He had a full scholarship to a top design college. Asterisk, but it wasn't smooth sailing. College was tough. He was surrounded by kids who grew up with private art tutors, expensive supplies, and parents who flew in for exhibitions. Asterisk Tyler had none of that. He worked 2 jobs, sometimes slept in the campus library, sometimes failed, but he never quit. Asterisk. He kept designing, kept learning, and one night, after dozens of rejections, he sent one more email to a sneaker company in Portland, his dream job. Asterisk, a month later they called. Asterisk, we saw your designs. We want to meet. Fast forward 3 years, Tyler Hayes became the youngest lead designer. At the company, Asterisk, his sneakers. Asterisk, worn by athletes, rappers, and kids who used to feel invisible. It's just like him. Asterisk, and one day, walked back into his old middle school. Not as a student, not even as a guest. Asterisk, but as a keynote speaker for career. Day, Asterisk, he stood on that same creaky auditorium stage. Asterisk looked out at rows of kids who felt like they didn't matter. Said, "I wasn't born into success." Asterisk, "I didn't have money, ink, or luck, or connections. I had a pencil, and I used it to draw the life I wanted." Asterisk, if you've got a dream, don't wait for permission. Start with what you've got, even if all you've got is belief. Asterisk in the crowd, a shy kid in hand-me-down shoes, held a sketch pad in his lap, tight against his chest. And as Tyler walked off the stage, he smiled, because he knew. Dreams don't start with applause. Asterisk, they start with silence. with one step, with one page, with one person who believes, and sometimes asterisk that person. To be you, asterisk. So if the world doesn't see you yet, keep building, keep creating, keep going. Because the moment you stop waiting to be chosen, asterisk is the moment. You start becoming unforgettable.